What's going on, everybody? Charles McCutcheon here. As I told y'all before, we were going to be discussing 2019. We're going to discuss vision boards. We're going to discuss where you go from here because I truly want to see everybody succeed. I brought some people with me, and they're going to be coming on and discussing the different topics that they want to bring about and talk about so we can move forward in 2019. So if you actually opted in or if you see this right now, hopefully you have I put down a Word document that kind of breaks down the vision board. Now I do love vision boards. The only downfall I think that I see when I see people with vision boards is a lot of people don't have the steps. They have a vision board, it looks nice, the different colors and everything on there. But I truly believe if you don't have the right steps, then it's not going to work out for you the way you think it's going to work out for you. So I pride myself on results. I pride myself on bringing the right information. I pride myself on getting with the right people to get the right information and then doing what they tell me to do. And so that's why I bring on different people who are the experts in their field and what they do. So my name is Charles McCutcheon. I'm a best-selling author. I'm in a couple different industries. And when people ask me, they say, Charles, what do you do? I lead in with whatever it takes because that's my mindset, that's my makeup, and everybody laugh. And I'll be so serious about it because that's the type of person I am. I'm a person that's going to find a way. I'm going to find a way to make it happen. And we can say by any means, that's just truly, if one person can do it, I believe anybody can do it. But it's up to you to not make excuses and just get it done. So a lot of people that I meet a lot of people, I talk to a lot of people online, offline, and I'm going to just put this out here. I would say 93% of people that I meet, they all have good intentions, but that 93% just something takes them out of the fight as they're going through because something happens in their world, and none of us are getting out of this thing alive, and none of us are going to just go through this smooth sailing and then nothing's going to happen. That's just not going to happen. I think when we go through it and we hit that stopping point, I think that's where you have to get uncomfortable and you have that growth that happens, and then you find a way that you can do it, and you have to just keep pushing forward. For everybody that I speak to, on the basis of everything that I do, I broke my business down just to help y'all understand. And what I broke my business down is to marketing and money. Marketing and money, having a business plan, writing a book. I think that if you're a business owner, you have to have all those three or four things compiled. But the greatest thing is you don't have to be the expert. And I think a lot of us want to be the expert. We want to know all the information. We want to go to all the different events. We don't want to pay the experts for anything because I used to be that way. My thing is when I started going to the different seminars and things like that, and I started looking at the different people, I needed to pay so I can learn. The difference between me and I think a lot of other people is I will pay for the information, but I'm going to use it. If I'm paying $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for information, I'm definitely going to use it to the best of my ability. And that's the same thing I want with everybody here. And so, like I said, I'm going to bring some people up. I'm going to put some websites as they talk, and I'm going to be dropping some keys down here for people to use. And I'm going to see if Miss Jasmine, this is not stuffy type stuff. This is not like we're just going to be here and this is scripted. None of this is scripted. This is just information, and we come to help. That's it. So it's just information, and I'm going to bring up the first speaker. Like I said, I have a few different speakers, and we're going to have a quick conversation. I'm going to let her take it away because nobody can tell you better about you than you. So that's what I'm going to lead in at. Like I said, this is not scripted. This is information and people that I have a high regard for, a lot of respect for, that I want to allow them to use my platform, and we use each other's platform and to help the people. So without further ado, Miss Jasmine, are you there and can you hear me?
Hello, good afternoon. Can you guys hear me?
I hear you loud and clear, loud and clear. This is what I want from you, Miss Jasmine. Can you give people a snapshot of who you are, what you do, and how you can help people? And I'm going to shut up and let you do what you do.
Who am I? My name is Jasmine Smith. I am Jasmine Smith with a Z for anyone who does not know me. What do? I do many things. I'm a change maker. I'm big on changing behaviors. Mental health is my thing. Trauma is my thing. But when we talk about behaviors, I'm all into changing people's behavior, no matter if it's personal or professional. So on the personal realm, I want to help people change the behaviors that they have, how they react to people, how they react to business. For business owners, how are you treating your customers? Do people like doing business with you? Do you have loyal customers? Do your employees like you? I have a couple of different businesses, a couple of things that I do. I really wanted to bring up the point that I actually did a dream board last year with Charles, and I will tell you that out of all of the things that I put on my dream board, all but two I accomplished. And it's so important to visualize your goals, not just visualize them, but say, okay, how am I going to get to this? And the reason why two of those things did not come this year is because I realized that it wasn't in the plan, nor did I need it in my plan for this year. So those things aren't going away. I just realized that's not something that I need right now. And so when we think it and we speak it, we manifest it. And a lot of people say, I want to be rich. I want to be rich and I want to be famous, but they don't know how to get there. They don't have a step to how to get there. They're just saying it. They love putting memes out there. They love to motivate, empower people, but what are you doing? And so my other mission is to support her mission, because I can empower you, I can inspire you, but then I'm going to support you on that journey. And that's what my life is all about. I could go on and on, you know that, but I know that this is supposed to be quick and I don't want to take up people's time, but they can definitely reach out to me if they need me.
Let me do this. Let me ask you this question before you go. So somebody would contact you to help them with, give me your what they call it, the elevator pitch. Give me that pitch.
Their brand experience. So a lot of people think of branding. When they think of branding, they think of digital branding. They think of their image and what their logo looks like. Brand is your actual brand is what people think about you. Whether it's your personal brand, what do people say about you behind your back? What type of presence do you have? So you have a personal brand, and then a company has a brand. I work on the brand experience. That's my specialty. I help businesses and people figure out who they are and make strategic moves and partnerships in order to be successful.
Got you. I want to thank you. And I know this is what we're going to do. Like I said, this is not scripted. And I know people have stuff to do, because I promise you I do. So you don't have to stay, but if you want to, go right ahead. And I'm just going to say thank you for getting on. And then I'm going to mute you. So this is what I'm going to do. Next up, and everybody that's watching this right now, what's going to happen is I'm going to keep bringing on people. Then after that, everything that I said I was going to give you, I'm still going to go through that. I'm going to run through the different topics or the different things that I'm going to provide. So don't say that Charles didn't. No, it's going to happen. The other thing I'm going to do to make sure y'all understand, I put up a lot of content. So some of the stuff is going to come via some of the stuff is Word documents. Some of the stuff I already have done up, and all you have to do is request it, then I'm going to send it out to you, and then you can have it that way. So next up, I have I call her Rocky, and her name is Raquel Maynor. Let me hold on for a second. Unmute her right quick. Rocky, are you there?
I am here, bro and sisters. Afternoon on this Success Saturday. Blessings to each and every one of you. It is absolutely a privilege to come before you and live. And I mean live. I'm going to step out of the car because I need y'all to say something. I'm coming to you live. This is in front of my home in my neighborhood. My neighbor just started cutting his grass. I'm going to get back in the car, okay? Because I want y'all to hear me loud and clear. I won't be before you long, but I will come before you strong. First and foremost, giving God all the praise, glory, and honor, because he just doesn't have to do it. Just like Jasmine, who you just heard from, as a part of our awesome and amazing leader of this vision board party, guys, Charles McCutcheon, I put some things on my vision board as well. Now, not last year, but 2 years ago, Charles here, my brother from another mother, he helped me to upgrade our home. And I'm so grateful for that. because like he said, too many times we want to be the experts in knowing everything, and we don't have to. We're surrounded by all the resources we need. So again, my government name is Raquel Maynor, but I'm better known as Rocky Maynor. And I just thank God for that mighty name. You think of the boxer, right? Because life will knock you down flat on your back, but that doesn't matter. You better stand back up on your feet and be ready to fight. I am a mother of 4. I'm married. We live in Virginia Beach. And I'm going to tell you, my specialty after years of human resources, being in the management and executive realm, is to help people to understand and plan with their money. So I have decided that as a career, as my business, as my mission, my divine assignment is to make sure that people start with the end in mind when it comes to their money. How much sooner do you want to be out of debt? How much sooner do you want to acquire the wealth and the assets that you dream about? How much sooner can we take those very same things that are pictured on your vision board and make them live and in color, guys? But most importantly, are we planning to use money as the financial resource is designed to be? Are we planning for you to have that wealth and abundance so that the more you have, the more you can give and the more you can do? And so if people want to reach me, my number, the best way to reach me is not an email, is not a text. Well, you can text me, but it's to use my cell phone. That's 757-343-4554. Again, Rocky Maynor, 757-343-4554. And you'd reach out to me if you are ready to put those very same things on your 2019 vision board that have to do with acquiring wealth, understanding your money, setting your future up, celebrating zero when it comes to debt, when it comes to setting up that generational wealth that we read about. Guys, I'm your lady. Please don't hesitate to give me a call, and let's make sure that 2019 is intentionally the best year that God has designed it to be for you and your family. God bless you guys. Any questions?
I don't personally, but I do want to thank you for getting on. And let me ask you this, like I'm going to ask everybody the same question. Like I said, this is not scripted. I just want to say, give me your 30-second elevator pitch.
You got it. I'm on a mission to help family. Oh, say again, I'm sorry?
No, give me your elevator pitch.
That's it. Meet me, I call myself the money lady. I help you to understand what the goal is in mind. What does retirement look like for you? How are we going to accomplish it? How can we eliminate your debt in less time than you plan to be in debt? And most importantly, what does financial independence mean? Let me help you define it and accomplish it, because I'll give you a written game plan to get there.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And like I said, if you have somewhere
My
to be,
pleasure.
I know you do. You gotta run, no big deal. Okay.
I'm gonna hang in and listen to my sisters though.
Go ahead, do what you do. So next up, I'm going to bring up Miss Ayana Mu Young out of the Maryland area. Can you hear me? I'm going to unmute you first. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I got you loud and clear. So let me ask you, like I'm asking everybody else, who is Miss Ayana Young and how can you help people?
I am a personal professional development consultant, a trainer, and an author. And I work with aspiring entrepreneurs to not only pursue their dreams, but actually achieve their dreams. And what I want to talk to the people about today is how to make their mark in 2019. And particularly, I'm talking to people who want to leave their jobs. Something that I did almost a year ago to the day. And although it's not easy, it's worth it. So I have an acronym called MARK, because remember, we're setting our mark for 2019. So the first thing that you have to do is make a decision. You can't waffle in your decision. You have to be steadfast with your decision that this is something that you want to do, because like I said, it's not easy. The second thing that you need to do is abolish negative influences. I'm talking about thoughts, habits, people, and excuses. The next thing you need to do is reprogram yourself. Start becoming who it is that you would like to be right now. You don't even have to wait until January to start doing this. It's December 1st. Why not start today? And then the last thing that you have to do is, no matter what, keep going. Keep going. Like I said, it has not been easy for me. One of the things that I like about people in my coaching program is that they get to learn from my mistakes, but I have not quit. If the thought of quitting has occurred to me, then I have people around me to support me. And I just have that mindset that I will not, because it's worth it for me and children. And so that's what I do in a nutshell. If you want to reach me, it's Ayana Mu Young on Instagram, Consult Ayana, on Twitter, Consult Ayana, on Facebook, Ayana Mu Young, IANNAMOOYOUNG.
I do. Thank you. Let me ask you, like I'm asking everybody else, give me your 30-second elevator pitch. If somebody was to meet you, what are you telling them?
I help people to leave their jobs and become their own boss, even if they don't have a perfect plan.
Okay. I do want to thank you for that one. And I'm going to put you on mute right quick. And those of you that's still on right now, I'm just going to give y'all a quick snapshot of what I'm going to be discussing. I'm going to talk about how to get private money. I'm going to talk about the assisted living industry. I'm going to talk about how to get funded from your business, for your business. I'm going to talk about the book writing. I got a few things. I'm just going to be like, boom, 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 boom. I'm going to be firing them off just so y'all can have the content. But like I said, I do have Word docs and everything like that. So if you need that information. And next I want to bring up, I'm going to unmute her. I want to bring up Miss Alicia Jones. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. How everybody doing today?
Good. Let me ask you, who is Alicia Jones and what do you do?
Okay, can you mute it out a little bit? But my name is Alicia Jones. Thank you for having me on the call. I'm originally from New York City. I'm a credit repair and business coach. And I'm originally from New York. Like I said before, I have a grandbaby on the way, so I'm happy. So my goal is, because I have a grandbaby, is because now I have to create a legacy for my children's children. So I did credit repair, a consulting company, because my credit was messed up in the Navy. And I went through a divorce, and I said, you know what? I'm not gonna allow the devil to keep me down. So I actually started fixing my own credit, and I said, you know what? I want to help other people fix their credit. I want to help people go to the next level, buy a house, start a business, because this is things I want to do in my life that I've done. So basically what I do is, first, when I sit down with my clients, I have them pull their credit, and we go over step by step the things on their credit they need to repair. And I give them the steps on how to do it. A lot of times people pay all this money, thousands of dollars to fix credit. It doesn't cost thousands of dollars to fix your credit. You got to have a will. You got to want to be, get your credit together and want to have things in life. Like, yeah, you can have a lot of money, but guess what? You want to buy a house, you want to get a car, you're going to need credit. And having credit is like having bad credit, right? So I teach people the steps on how to break the credit report down, as far as finding out, like, if their name is spelled correctly, if the places they say they live is actually on the credit report, places they work. Then we go into actually all the negative stuff on the credit, whether it's a valid debt or not. And I tell them that, hey, don't give up, because, it's easy to get credit, but it's hard to get out. You're not going to get 100% credit, A1 score in 30 days. Nobody can promise that. So I teach them how to, do the steps, do the letters, write all the stuff down, put a game plan together, get your credit together. You know what I'm saying? And then while we're in that process, a lot of times people, they see all their debt and they be, oh my God, man, so much debt. Guess what? You and a million other people didn't have bad credit. So I tell them, it's okay. Now it's just, do you acknowledge that you have bad credit? Let's go ahead and do a plan and get everything, settled. While we're in that process, I try to channel their inner thoughts of things that they want to do in their life. Everybody have things and goals and their aspirations and desires to do something, and it's not working a 9 to 5. You may want to start a daycare, have a bakery. It's something that God blesses each and every one of us to do. But guess what? If we don't do that thing, what happens? He takes it away from you, right? So now I tell them, okay, get a journal. I love journals. And we actually come on a game plan on bringing that idea from here, put it on paper, and then let it come to fruition. So that's what I do. And I'm passionate about helping people, because if I'm not passionate, it's just not like I have a client. I actually become friends with them. I'm involved, I find out what they care like. It's about being personal with that person, because once you break down that barrier, then they trust you, right? Even when I do speaking engagements too, and I see that one person sit in the front of the row with their hands crossed, like, okay, what's she talking about? When I get done, I bet you they want to get my phone number. You know why? Because it's a break that barrier and they trust you, then you have them. You know, that's the whole key to business, is creating a relationship. So I don't want to be here for long. Also, I tell my clients that, you know, I throw this disclaimer out, and Charles like to throw his disclaimers out. I guarantee to remove everything. Guess what? Get you to where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? So that's me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Give me your 30-second spiel, your elevator pitch. Somebody meets you. They have some credit issues. What do you say?
Basically, I said you got to know what's on the credit report, right? So you actually want to pull your credit report and find out what's the real truth. You know, find out where you got to go and where you're trying to get to. And my goal is to make sure they are in a better position once I finish with them, so they can buy that home and become a homeowner, or, you know, obtain whatever kind of things they want to do in their life, you know.
Y'all check this out. This is what I'm going to do. When I finish speaking, if y'all want to, I just want y'all to give, I'm just going to ask, like, how do we get in touch with you? And then you're going to put your information out. But just hold that thought. I'm going to see if I can go through and ask all y'all that at the very end, and we'll have that information and everybody will just give theirs. So I'm going to go through what I told people I was going to give them. Some of the things y'all already spoke about, which is great. So I don't have to talk about it. So one of the things, I'm going to mute you. This is what I'm telling people that I was going to tell them about. So why you need a nonprofit. So one thing I see a lot of people doing out there with their nonprofit or without a nonprofit is like I was doing a lot of volunteer work. And then my mentor was like, well, you're doing the same thing, the same type of work as a nonprofit. Why don't you turn it into a nonprofit? And so that's why I went down that road, down that rabbit hole to get my nonprofit started, helping homeless veterans. And I had to expand it to helping seniors and then helping the homeless. How do I get into a houses for $100? This is like I was talking to Rocky and her husband, and I was telling them, you know, some of the things that I do, which I'm not going to go into everything right now. But some of the things that I was telling them is the person that owns the house, they have the mortgage, so they can make a decision. They're decision makers. If they want to accept $100 for their home, in a sense, to make payments on it, then you can put up $100. If they want to accept $10, you can put up $10. So it's more about, to me, it's more about me looking at for sale by owners. That's what I look for. I don't look for stuff on the multiple listing service, MLS. I want to work with the decision maker, and the decision maker is the person who owns the home. The person that has a mortgage can make the decision. And that's just, I'm giving y'all the down and dirty stuff because I don't want to be here all day. That's not what I'm here for. So assisted living facilities. So my sister and I, we're going through the process of everything right now. And I'm going to tell y'all, we were not given all the information. I kept asking about the funding part for assisted living. So a lot of people think they're going to get in there and then all this stuff is going to happen. My heart of hearts will tell you this. If you're not a giving person, assisted living may not be for you. I mean, a lot of people see the money that's coming out of it and things like that because the baby boomers are gravitating to needing, you know, some type of assisted living. They don't want to live in houses and like houses to where they got to cut grass and stuff like that. But the assisted living industry still needs a lot of people. Right now, we have about 15 to 17 years for assisted living before they start to fade away. And, you know, that's just part of it. But assisted living is a valid business model. I know a lot of people in the medical field, the RNs, the CPNs and things like that, they're looking to gravitate to it. So I'm going through classes and everything to get certified as an administrator so I can be then certified as a national administrator across the country so I can have facilities no matter where in all 50 states. The one thing I look at how to put $100 back into your bank account, $100 to $500. So I did this thing and I did it for 3 months to where I looked at everything in my household and if it wasn't paying me, I was actually getting rid of it. I had to get rid of it. So, and that's what I want a lot of people to do. They have to look at what's not paying them. You have to look at what you're just frivolously spending money on and look at where your money's going, like down to the penny. It took me to go to somebody to help me out to do that. I went to a finance person and they broke my funding down. And I found I was spending $675 just in food. And I love my food. But I had to change my mindset. Then I had to change what I was doing. So then I started cooking a little bit more because that $6.75 is no punk. I don't know who you are, but I mean, I like a great meal, but you can't go out and eat lunch, breakfast, and dinner. And that's what I was doing. I was just doing too much. But when you're traveling, it's harder to eat healthy. It's harder to eat, cook because you're traveling. So I cut down on a few things and I brought that money back into my business. And I showed other people how to do it as well. Why real estate will always be a great industry. So my mentor told me that when the market crashes, are we still going to live in houses? And the answer to that is always yes. And so if that's going to be the case, what I'm telling people in the real estate industry is find a way to do real estate better. Not to where you have to put up $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. You can put up $100 and get the contract. And I'm not giving any type of legal advice. And nobody on here is giving any type of legal advice. We're just providing information. I challenge you to go get the due diligence, do your due diligence, go get your legal representative and everything like that. Please do that in your book, in your world of worlds. Money and marketing should be our focus. Money is are the cornerstone. No matter what you do, you're going to have to get funding. It doesn't matter what you have to do. You're going to have to need funding for your business at some point in time. The way I show people is to get funding to where you don't have to use your Social Security number. And it is a build-up process. I see some people out there, even lenders, that say, I can get you funded in 3 days, in a week. And they're not telling a lie, but they're going to use your Social Security number and your credit score. And there is ways so you can actually not use your credit score or your Social Security number. You have to build it, and it's approximately 90 days, but it depends on your company, your business, and how it's set up, and it depends on the vendor that you're with right now. 3 streams of income, I'm gonna give y'all right quick. From your book, that's 1 stream of income. Everybody, if you're a business owner, I don't even care if you're not a business owner, but if you're a business owner, your book can get you speaking engagements, your book, and that's another stream of income. So I done gave y'all 2. Inside your book, you have chapters. Those chapters are a stream of income. And I'm only giving you what I've done, all right? I'm giving you exactly what I've done to make money. I've sold thousands of books, and I don't even like to put my books out there like that. That's not what I do. Now, I don't even like selling my books. And people say, well, what, Charles, can I buy your book? And I tell them which one. And I say, I have over 10 books right now, 10 plus books. And I didn't even count how many I have. I got some on Amazon, some not on Amazon, some ebooks. And you can do an ebook for free. Like, you can do it for free, truthfully. You just have to start. You have to start. But those 3 streams is writing a book, the chapters in a book, and speaking engagements. And if you're going to write a book, you better speak it. If you're going to speak, you better write a book. That's just what it is. The information is out there. You can go to your local university and talk to them and sit in on a speaking engagement that they have, and then you can say, hey, I want to speak. And that's as simple as you can have it. But it's repetition. You have to keep doing it. You have to keep doing it. She spoke on the credit stuff, the tax stuff. Get somebody to do your taxes. Get somebody that's qualified as a tax. I call them a specialist, a tax strategist, and a CPA, somebody other than you doing your taxes, because I used to do my own. But what you're going to do is find out that they just came out with new laws as well. And so if you don't go to the meetings, how are you going to know what's out there for taxes that you can recoup back? Some people are trying to save that $250 to $500, but they end up losing thousands. It's just something that you need to think about. Raising private money. I do that as well for different projects that I have. That is a whole conversation in itself. I'm going to build out a course for that, just raising private money. Some people want to get private money from hard money lenders. That's in the real estate world. But outside of the real estate world, you can raise capital, but you have to know what to say. You have to know the risk involved. You have to provide them the risk of their money, when they're going to get their money back, and make sure that it's sexy to them. Everybody wants a great ROI on their funding. What's some other things that I said I was going to talk about? I'm going to make sure I'm going through all this. Paid speaking gigs, like I said, go down to the university and if you are a speaker and you're not doing live videos on social media, you're not a speaker. You have to go live, and that's how I get my gigs. I don't even put myself out there. Not saying that I'm any great. Well, I am great. Forget all that. No, not saying that I'm like one of the top speakers or what have you, but I don't put myself out there because I was very busy doing things that I needed to do. And so I didn't want to put myself out there to speak. And now, my 2019 calendar is filling up. My first one in 2019 is in Nashville, Tennessee, January 5th. And then I just spoke to Florida. I got Houston. I got Dallas. I got Austin. I got California. I think it's LA. Then San Diego and Virginia. I'm definitely going to be hitting Virginia, and then Maryland as well. I'm going to be on the stopping as we go there and do seminars and stuff like that. How to structure joint ventures. Joint ventures, that's some technical stuff. You do need a lawyer for that, and those are for my real estate folks out there. Joint ventures, if you're doing it the right way, if you're getting funding in, the IRS is involved. And I don't want to start throwing any legal jargon out there, but joint ventures that's real business if you're doing that. And you may have to get people that are accredited. That's people that makes $1 million or $250,000 over the course of a 3-year period or something to that effect. But that's research. That's definitely research. I have that information, but if you want it, come talk to me. So I'm gonna give y'all my. A lot of people already spoke on some of the stuff that I was gonna speak on, which is good. So I don't have to talk about it. So I'm gonna give y'all my overarching to give people a quick snapshot, and we're gonna wrap this up. For me, I'm a best-selling author. Government contracting should be on everybody's hit list. The government, from a federal level, there's $500 billion plus dollars. 500 with the B, billion. Every one of us should have the certifications. Do not go out, start paying for $500 for this certification. Don't be paying for the Dun & Bradstreet. Don't be paying for EIN. Don't pay for none of that stuff. All that stuff is free. A lot of companies will hit you up. There's over 60,000 plus websites for learning how to do government contracts. I went through a lot of nonsense just getting certified from the veteran-owned disabled, the service disabled veteran-owned business, the micro business, the SWAM certification. A lot of different states have different names for theirs. The other thing is I'm working on the assisted living facility. That is no joke. I'm going through this personally because I want to be able to present it to people. I can show you everything that I've done to say, hey, this is what you need to do when you go down this road. I'm going down that road right now, still doing the real estate piece. The building was down in the Dallas market. Building going to be up in the Connecticut market, and that's going to be at affordable homes. Into multifamily as well. I'm actually looking at some multifamily units. I get hotel chains. I just got a Sheraton in, and I gave it to this lady to see if she wants to purchase it. And to me, real estate is all encompassing. It's residential and commercial, period. I'm not a flipper. I'm not a wholesaler. I'm none of those. I'm just a real estate investor or real estate entrepreneur that does real estate. So I get deals that get sent to me on a daily. I got just picked up another house in Portsmouth, Virginia. I see another house in Suffolk, Virginia. It doesn't matter. It's all about the deal and the numbers of how I do business. I have another book that's getting edited right now. It's going to be for high school students and college students. And it's more of, because I speak at these different universities all the time, so I'm going to be bringing my book in there. And that book is everything that we're discussing, everybody on here. A lot of that is going to be in the book. So I'm going to show these students, these I don't want to call them kids, but high school kids, college students, young men, young women, show them what we didn't get as we were going through school as far as the entrepreneurship, just business, just the mindset piece is just not out there. And I know a lot of people don't get that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to wrap it up because I don't want to keep us long. And this is what I want to do. For everybody that's out there right now, I'm going to start with Miss Alicia. Can you give me your info so people can contact you? I'm going to unmute you. I'm going to unmute everybody, hopefully. Go ahead, Alicia. Can you give us your contact information?
Okay, so I'm Alicia Jones. My branded website is aliciasjones.com. My business website is www.run-enterprises with an S-group.com. And my cell phone number is 757-343-2987.
Love it, love it, love it.
Company is Run Enterprises, LLC.
Got you. So, Miss Ayana, are you on the line? I don't know if you are or not. And I know she gave
I'm
her.
here.
Oh, you're here? Okay, can you give people your information?
Sure. Website is consult.
Start over.
.com.
I hear breaks in it. It might be my connection.
And my .com. That's CONSULTAYANNA.com. Or my cell phone number is 240-343-5750.
Got you. I heard a little bit of break. Hopefully it's okay. I don't think Rocky is on. She may or may not be. And if she isn't, I have her information.
Got it.
Go ahead. Shoot. Was that Rocky? Well, I know her number is 757-343-4554. That's Rocky's number. My name is Charles McCutcheon. I am at Charles M. Speaks at Yahoo, all over social media at CharlesMCCUTCHEN. Find me, inbox me, hit me up, call me, and we can put some stuff together. I'm not hard to find. I know these ladies here, they're not hard to find. And so, does anybody have any parting words before we sign off? No parting words? Okay. I do want to thank y'all for
Good call.
Go ahead. Quick, down and dirty. Well, I want to thank
You're
everybody.
breaking up, Charles.
I know. I don't know what's going on. Anytime we're on to something big, something like this will happen. There you have it. I do want to thank y'all for getting on, though. And I'm going to go ahead and close this webinar out, all right?